The Wisconsin Badgers wrapped up the regular season Saturday night with a playoff-style 2-1 victory on the road against Penn State. Matthew D. St. Fowl set up the first goal, a power play for a 1-0 first-period lead. Then he broke a 1-1 tie with a beauty in the third, and Kyle McClellan in goal was magnificent with 47 saves. Now it's playoff time. The Badgers head to Ann Arbor for the Big Ten Tournament. Best-of-3 series Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if necessary. I'm Brian Posick, and head coach Tony Granato joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like, really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Well, it is playoff time. It's a great time of the year, and you're going in feeling pretty confident, I would assume, after a playoff-style victory against Penn State last Saturday in Happy Valley, 2-1.
Yeah, it was a playoff game for sure, and you know, Penn State, if they win that game, senior night, they won on Friday. They kind of pushed us around a little bit on Friday. They win that game, they get home ice advantage in playoffs. So our, mindset going in was, one, respond from not playing great on Friday. Two, knock a team, that has to win to get home ice, knock them down, and build some confidence heading into playoffs, knowing you're going to have to play a playoff game to win in Penn State. We did. Weekend before, we had to beat Michigan State in a playoff type of game, because if they win, they get home ice advantage.
Right.
Week before that, we play Minnesota on a Saturday night. If they win, they've clinched the
Big Ten title.
So, the last 3 weekends on Saturday nights, we've had opportunities to slow down the other team. So knowing they were playing for lots at stake, we were playing for lots at stake too, to kind of get us ready for playoffs. So doesn't mean that we're going to go into Michigan and push them around. It means that we know what our mindset has to be to have success. And so the response game for us in the last 3 weeks, it has to be that mentality going into Michigan. We didn't play well there just 4 weeks ago. We got to respond and go after them and be physical and play intense. But the positive part about what you just talked about in the Penn State series, we beat every team in our conference. We beat them because there are things that we do really well that makes it hard for teams to play against us. We're going to have to be sharp, and we're going to have to start as soon as the puck's dropped on Friday, play as hard as we can, as long as we can, and give ourselves a chance. The goalies for us, Kyle McClellan, had a big win and a big game for us at Penn State with 40-plus some saves.
47, yeah.
We know Jared's been good in playoffs and capable of going in and winning as well. So we got two pieces back there that are really solid. And you mentioned it, it's playoff time. This is the best time for all hockey players. It gives us a chance. We're all zeros, when it starts on Friday night. And so we're excited. We'll go in there and throw everything we can at them.
Yeah, the keys to success, playoff time, good goaltending, as you mentioned, and Kyle McClellan was good. I mean, in the Saturday game at Penn State, you jump out to 1-0 lead, a power play goal. Special teams huge, too. Your PK was 4 for 4. But Kyle makes 18 saves in the first, 22 in the third, when the game's still on the line, even before and after Matthew D. St. Fowl scored the game.
Yeah, 22 is a lot. But on the other side of it, we started with the major that we had at the end of the second period to start the third period, and we got another major. And if you look, they did have a couple really good chances. They had the one he made that unbelievable glove hand save on a one-timer. It was a cross-ice pass that he got over and somehow got a glove on it. That was the big one. But I thought defensively, we kept them to the outside for the most part. They had a couple nice little tips that he was sharp on. But when you're shorthanded for that amount of time in a third period and there's a team that's playing that desperate, you're going to have to weather a little bit of a storm. But I thought the shot selection that we were able to give them was mostly from the outside, so I was really happy with how we buckled down defensively. We blocked shots, we played hard, and we deserved that win.
Yeah, so again, Wisconsin on the special teams was key on Saturday, and it could be again this weekend in Ann Arbor. Their power play is very good, but your power play we'll get some chances because Michigan has a propensity of taking penalties.
Yeah, I mean, the playoffs, you're always going to playoffs wondering, are the refs going to adjust how they call games? That's one. So as soon as the game starts, we got to play physical and be intense. We can't take penalties. We can't be sloppy. So we have to learn from the referees how they're calling that game to make sure that we don't give Fantilli and Hughes and their other skilled players opportunities consistently on the power play. We got to make them work for their offensive chances. And then, like you said, on the other side of things, when we do get power play opportunities, our power play should be going in with confidence. We won big goal
On Saturday.
Yep. The goal on Friday. We only 2 opportunities in each of the games. We won for 2 both nights. So I think that part of our game has been, growing confidence as the year has gone along on both PK and PP. But let's play 5-on-5 as much as we can this weekend.
Yeah, and finally, it is being playoff time. You can tell, the intensity's starting to ramp up, and this is early in the week. It
is, and that's, again, the year's been a grind for us from the standpoint every time it looked like we were getting momentum, something happened where it was taken away from us. And now we're back to a fresh start where the records are all wiped out. We're going to Michigan. We got one team we got to beat. That's got to be our focus. And the intensity of practice, the guys knowing, like you said, that this is a weekend that if we know and can play like we're capable of playing, we got a chance to advance. If we don't, our season's over. And then from a hockey player's perspective, it's playoffs. This is the time that you'll remember most about when you're done playing these type of games. So we're going in. Our guys are ready, and it's time to show up and play our best.
All right. Good luck. Have fun in Ann Arbor.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Sure. That's Badgers head coach Tony Granato. Wisconsin and Michigan. First round of the Big Ten playoffs. Friday, Saturday, Sunday if necessary. All the games start at 6 o'clock. They'll be on the Badgers Sports Network. Also, good luck to Mark Johnson and the Wisconsin women who head to Minneapolis for the WCHA Final Face-Off. A semifinal matchup with Minnesota Friday at 5. The championship game is Saturday at 2 o'clock. For Tony Granato, Steph Olson, and Jay Williams, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,